apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Dupe. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop, now being sued by no less than 3 separate parties. My name is Ryan Pfeiffer and I am Mr. Boop.
My name is Lisa Dupe and I am Mr. Boop.
Lisa, it's Sunday, March 2nd, 2020, and today we're reading the 13th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
In today's Mr. Boop, eat fresh.
Eat flesh? Is that what you said?
Eat fresh.
Oh, eat fresh. Oh, it's
like the Subway.
Subway.
Also, we should probably read out the Twitter.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. Okay,
Yeah.
What was the last one we read?
I don't know.
Hang on, let me pull it up. Vamp.
So I'm just gonna
Does not
explain
mean.
what's happening.
What? How about you vamp about the real meaning of the word vamp?
Well, vamp is like a musical term for like improvising a little bit. I think specifically it's like improvising an intro or maybe a bridge. I don't know. I can also explain.
Okay, so the last one we read was about the people shout more boop and all whisper sure. The one we didn't read was when he went to therapy. The tweet for that one he just wrote, "Mr. Boop goes to therapy," which is essentially just a synopsis.
Yeah,
And then he wrote new boop, and then the next day he wrote another new boop. And in this one, he wrote, Mr. Boop goes to work, which is another, this one's basically a synopsis. So there you go. There's the synopsis for this one. The shadow synopsis. Did they say that on Being Jim Davis? Shadow synopsis?
Yeah. But
what
I think
does that mean when they say that?
It's like when they have a second synopsis that they've just come up with, you know. They're coming up with. They're so good at these
Mr. Boop and
synopsises,
Mr. Boop goes to work. That's the shadow synopsis.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Well, would you like to describe our first panel?
Sorry, I was looking at why Judas and the Black Messiah was trending. Okay. First panel. We see Alec and Bugs Bunny again. Bugs Bunny is a recurring character now.
Yeah.
I think this is only the second strip we've seen with him in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that face. Would you say we're in the Bugs Bunny era of Mr. Boop?
Era? Is that what you said?
Yeah, era.
Well, I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's Alec and Bugs Bunny, and they're dressed in Subway uniforms, and they're behind.
And Alec. No. I was just going to say Alec has a Muppet nose.
Oh, he does in this panel, and in the last panel.
And in the last panel.
And
so envision that.
Yeah, they're standing behind the sneeze guard. They're standing behind the counter at a Subway, basically. It looks like they're working at Subway.
You get Subway the restaurant, not Subway the train.
Well, I said a sneeze guard.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying for the listener, in case they're imagining the wrong kind of Subway.
They're imagining a Subway car with a sneeze guard.
Yes, they exist.
When I say sneeze guard, I don't mean a mask. I mean an actual sneeze guard.
Who the fuck who's mask sneeze guards?
Just to clarify, since it's March of 2020. I don't know. Maybe that slang has been catching on around this time. Hopefully nothing else. Hopefully nothing else is catching on. And
I've been vaccinated already.
Huh?
I've been vaccinated.
How did you get a vaccine in March of 2020?
You know.
You got the advanced. Have they even tested it yet? Are they testing it on?
They're testing it on me. Yeah.
Anyway, Bugs
actually they were testing it to see if it could work as like a penis enlarger, but they found out it cures COVID, so they did a little test on me before I entered, and then they tried the penis enlarging pills vaccine, and then then when they left, they said, "Oh, your COVID's gone," and they tested me again.
This is so convoluted. I don't understand the plot here of your anecdote. I don't understand the plot of the anecdote. Bugs is
that sounds like your problem.
True. Bugs is like gesturing towards Alec, like just like talking at him, so he's gesturing towards him.
He's going, yeah.
Sure. And he's saying, I wish I sold those carrots, damn it. It's the next day, by the way. This is not usually protocol for recording.
It's pretty
these.
much the same. It's pretty much the same time as when we stopped, though. Like an hour before.
No, well, I don't know, whatever.
We stopped at midnight, and it's 11.
Well, that seems like your problem. Bugs
I don't know what it is.
Bugs is saying, "Tough day at work, Doc."
Yeah, you got to start it with
Electoral
yeah.
heart.
Even if it's not there, it's implied.
What?
The yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, tough day at work, Doc.
You think he says yeah?
Yeah.
I think he says
Yeah.
He says eh.
Yeah.
Tough day at work, Doc. Electoral heart. And in panel 2, Alec is looking over at him in panel 1. Panel 2, we got a closer shot of Alec. Bugs' head is obscured by Alec's speech bubble. Alec's eyes are closed and he's thinking fondly. You can tell he's like hearts above his head, not electoral hearts, just regular hearts. What should we call these? What should we call? There's a lot of like hearts floating in the air in these.
Let's just call him heart.
Boring. How about?
You can call them whatever you want to call them, but I'll call them hearts.
Whenever there's, yeah, but if we just say and there's hearts floating in the air, like, because that happens so much.
Yeah, but we're already like in 5 podcasts time. We're gonna be speaking a different language. It's
Good.
gonna be just...
Then they have to listen to every episode to understand.
I guess.
He's in.
What should we call Bugs Bunny?
No, we don't need to call it Bugs Bunny. But the heart thing is a reoccurring trope in design.
It's Bugs Bunny is too.
What we really don't need slang for is exclamation points, question marks, and interrobangs. Like those are just things in language. But the pointy speech bubble and stuff like those are actually reoccurring design elements in this like comic. So it makes sense to, give the hearts and stuff a nickname. Not so much exclamation points and question marks, which are just punctuation.
You invented
there's
the
a
question
period.
mark
Sorry,
one.
there's a period in his speech bubble. What should we call that? We don't have a name for periods anymore. Wait, what should we call the arrows in like the S and Y in Subway?
What? Subway. Pronounce it Subway.
It's just Subway. Yeah, they have Subway.
No. It's Subway Upway.
Oh my God, never mind.
Because it's.
I feel like for the heart thing, you should say, "Oh, he's in a state of."
He's blissful.
No, it has to be like if we just say he's in a state of bliss, it reads like as is. It's not you don't know. Oh, what they mean is he has hearts around him. We have to have. He's in a.
He's got a.
He's in a heartic state.
How about
like
we call
that.
it an
He's in a
electoral
heartic
heart?
state.
How about we call it an electoral heart?
No, we already used that. I thought of that, but we already used that. Well, I like heartic state. What do you think?
Sure.
He's in a. I mean, I'm open to suggestions.
How about a heart pyramid? He's got a heart pyramid.
Yeah, but it's not always in that formation.
Oh.
It's in a.
I don't know. Maybe they're butterflies. He has
So,
butterflies.
some kind of state. He's got the heart. He's got the heart flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on board
Sure.
with that. Heart flies.
Great.
He's got the heart flies. Hang on, I'm writing.
We could-
You
that's the name of my
you
new-
said what he says in that panel. I'm gonna write in the.
That's
in
my
the
new
slang
rap.
guide.
He's got the heart flies.
What do you do?
And
Read what he's saying.
He says, "Oh, it's not so bad. I just think about coming home to my wife, Betty Boop," and that's a panel 2 marital status drop.
Oh, true. Too true. Again, we don't see Bugs's face or anything because
the
the
third
speech
panel-
bubble is in front of it. Yeah, third
The
panel
third
we do.
panel,
Third panel.
I think it's the funniest. This might be the funniest strip in all of Mr. Boop. So the second panel we have the third panel we have
third panel.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it's a close up
Just-
of Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
Smiling
from his shoulders upwards,
It's
and in his Finkerlog.
I would say this is like Bugs Bunny's nonplussed expression because he's always like
Yeah.
kind of smiling like that, and he's looking over to the side away
And
from
so
Alec,
he's-
and his Thinkalog
so-
reads.
He's thinking of reads. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy and marry his wife. Yeah.
That sounds like you're doing Peter Griffin.
Yeah, that's how he sounds.
Hey, hey, Betty.
Imagine if Peter Griffin was in this comic.
That's absurd. Come on. We already have Bugs Bunny and Betty.
Yeah, they're
Boop.
kind of-
Clearly
they're
it's
kind of going-
old timey,
Yeah,
classic
early,
cartoon characters.
early 20th century cartoons. So
Yeah.
and Alec.
Yeah, and that's the author.
So anyway,
panel
in
4.
Panel 4, we have the same shot as the first panel.
It's very similar. It's a bit
except
higher, a little bit higher because some of the bottom of the frame from panel 1 is cut off. And Bugs is saying
this
out
is so
loud.
funny.
He's not expressing towards Alec like he was in panel 1. He's just his arms are down. He's just kind of looking at him matter of factly and saying, I'm gonna kill you.
Now,
And Alec.
I'd love to re-edit this panel so that the fort bubble wasn't in panel 3. This whole strip, it would be great.
I thought this was the best strip.
This is, but it would be like, I mean, it would be funny with the context of this, just to see it be like how it is in real time. Like he's just saying, "I'm gonna kill you."
I see.
After, yeah, like
Alec.
Garfield with no Garfield.
What?
It's like Garfield with no fort bubbles. You know how it is.
Alec is looking over at Bugs and smiling, and he says, "Ha ha," like he thinks it's a joke.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Bugs says, "I'm gonna kill you," and Alec's like, "Haha, that's funny."
It's so funny.
I mean,
Now,
Bugs Bunny is a classic funny character, so you can understand. The
wasn't-
reaction.
If I wasn't trying to portray the persona of a chilled out person, I'd be laughing very hard at this because this is
What?
my exact humor. I'm trying to come off as chilled out.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to come off as kind of low mood. But if I wasn't,
I don't think you need
I'd
to
be
try
bellowing.
to do that.
I'd be I'd be bellowing out loud if I saw this any other time.
Give us an example.
Oh man, this is so funny. I'm gonna.
I do think this is a very
friends.
funny strip. I think this is one of the classic Mr. Boop strips in this.
This is
it's
great.
Maybe.
No, yeah, I'm not being ironic. I think. This
No,
is
yeah, it is. It's a great
great.
strip. It's on its
Better
own,
than every
like not
Garfield.
even in the context of if you just showed someone this is a great introductory strip to Mr. Boop, honestly. At least to the early Mr. Boop strips.
Exactly.
I'm just kind of looking over again. The fact that what we kind of glossed over the fact that they just work at Subway, like there's a real location now, and
I thought it
because
was
they
already
did
implied.
mention because in the previous strip he said I ran into Bugs Bunny at work today, like as if, oh yeah, I saw Bugs Bunny at work, but they work together at Subway which they didn't mention it was
Yeah.
Subway. It's just now it's Subway, and
Right.
they work together there. Like you can kind of tell that this was not really planned to be the case in the previous strip necessarily.
I think that this was planned from the previous strip.
I don't think it was, and I think that makes it funnier.
Okay.
The colors
think
are
that
the
this-
colors actually. I want to compliment the colors in panels 1, 2, and 3 with the plexiglass sneeze guard. Like, I think he did a good job with the.
He
with the-
turned down. He turned down the opacity. I think.
I'm not sure,
Hmm.
but the way you can see like the containers for the different ingredients a little bit, and the way they're behind the glass, it's like
Yeah, I think no. I think he
the
just
colors
turned
are
down
kind
the
of on
opacity.
top of that. I don't know how all that works.
Because look at the I mean, yeah, it's fun.
I say as
Look
if I don't draw. I mean, I don't use this
Yeah.
type of coloring.
No, well,
You know, it's clear. It's like clearly
It's
meant to
something that I've
emulate
done-
like a
Yeah.
kind of sloppy watercolor style, but like it still looks good
yeah,
in
Exactly.
panels 1, 2, and 3 where like because it does
No, I
look
think-
like
yeah.
plexiglass.
The whole thing does look good. I think that yeah. I
I like how Bugs just kind of looks dead inside half the time, like in panel 4.
I mean, he's not married to Betty Boop. I assume.
In
this is
panel
a
4,
world where
he
Bugs
looks
Bunny
like
doesn't
like someone wearing the skin of Bugs Bunny.
Mm.
You don't? You think so?
Yeah, what's up, dog?
All right, you're just doing a Peter Griffin laugh. All right, fine. I'll end the podcast.
Are you hosting?
Yes, you've been listening to Being Mr. Boop. Podcast end now.
I love that one.
It's ending now. You can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboop.com for our full catalog of episodes and to sign up to host the podcast. For more updates, follow at Mr. Boop Pod on Twitter. I'm Ryan Pfeiffer, at Semi-Sweet Stuffs on Twitter, and
Listen,
K-Name16 on Twitter.
Listen, Boop, I got a soup and dupe. When I'm pooping the dupe, I'm
I like-
dooping the
so-
snoop.
I told you I was listening to some early Being Jim Davis's like yesterday or so.
Yeah.
And
Is
like-
this in the episode?
Yes, it is in the episode because in the early Being Jim Davis's, they're like kind of. I was thinking about this because they sign off. They're like, "Thank you for listening. Tune in, whatever, and goodbye for now." And nowadays they're kind of more resigned. They're just like, "Yeah, thank you and good night." But
Yeah.
but
I like
meanwhile,
that. I like
meanwhile, the way we're starting this and ending the podcast is just like you just start scat singing at the end of every episode. Basically, it's like, all right, this is Mr. Boop 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 a Doop. This is Boop. I love the booping and the shooping.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.